very close game by a score of 108-104. It was the first game for Boston with the additions of Drew Holiday as well as Kristaps Porzingis. And speaking of Kristaps Porzingis had 30 points last night, which is the most for a Celtics player in an opening game against his former team. I know, very, very nuanced and specific stat right there, but still a stat nonetheless. And Kristaps looked. I love the way that Boston is using Kristaps in this offense, allowing him to play not just from the low post, but from the mid post as well. When he was in Washington, I didn't see that. In Dallas, I definitely didn't see that. But he didn't touch the ball at all when he was in Dallas. But I'm glad that they're allowing him to play in the mid post. It does look like that Kristaps has put on a little bit more muscle, so he's able to be more physical with the opposing teams, especially on the rebounding aspect of it. He had 8 rebounds last night, 30 points. And they're allowing him to shoot the three. He shot 5 of 9 from the 3-point line, 8-15 from the field. He's your stretch center. They're allowing him to play what New York did and what Dallas did. They wanted him to play in a low post, but that's just not what Kristaps does. And that's okay. You got to put your players in positions that are advantageous for them. And that's what Boston did. It appears, if we're just basing off of one game, they're going to allow Kristaps to play more so on the perimeter, and they're going to rebound as a team. Because if we look at it, Tatum was their leading rebounder. Tatum had 34 points, 3 for 8 from the 3-point line, 13-22 from the field. Drew Holiday had 9 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks as a point guard. Don't be surprised if Drew Holiday is in contention for Defensive Player of the Year this year. Derek White had 12 points, and Jaylen Brown had 11 points, 4-11 from the field, 0-4 from the 3-point line. I mean, how often is that going to happen? Al Horford came on the bench, 8 points and 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And Peyton Pritchard had 4 points and 1 rebound in 11 minutes off the bench. And that's going to be the typical rotation, it appears, for Boston. And New York, New York didn't really shoot the ball particularly well. They shot 37% from the field. They shot 43% from the 3-point line, which is pretty good. But they had 9 turnovers, it appears, and they had 47 rebounds compared to 46 for Boston. And Julius Randle had 14 points. Mitchell Robinson had 2 points. Jalen Brunson had 15 points and 6 assists. R.J. Barrett had 24 points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Quinn Grimes had 11 points and 1 rebound. Josh Hart had 7 points and 6 rebounds. DiVincenzo shot 0-4 from the field, 0 points. And Emmanuel Quickley had 24 points and 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And I was telling people this last year that I think Quickley's going to evolve, and he's eventually going to be the starter. You might move Grimes to the bench, but you're going to have to give Quickley more minutes. Thibodeau's going to have to find ways to get Quickley more minutes, because now he's being impactful on the defensive end, not just on the offensive end, which is something he struggled with earlier in his career, but now he's starting to develop his defensive prowess, and he's being more intentional and more focused on defensive end, which is creating more scoring opportunities for him, because he's getting turnovers, which leads to faster points, which leads to easier shots. And I was impressed with what I saw from both Boston and New York. The only thing I'm worried about is the depth that Boston has. They don't have much depth, and will that be a cause for concern moving forward? And those are just some of the things that I picked up on during this matchup. But let me know what you guys think in the chat room. What do you guys think about what you saw from this matchup between Celtics and the Knicks? But with that being said, guys, that's it for our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful episode. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, so you guys can stay up to date on all of our latest content. And be sure to follow us on Patreon as well. You can do so by going to patreon.com, clicking on the search bar, and typing in "Sorry to Bother You" show. That way you can gain access to all of our exclusive content that we post daily. And if you'd like to support our network and our company, you can do so by following the link in the ticker below. It's streamelements.com/sorry-to-bother-you-show/tip. Once again, it's streamelements.com/sorry-to-bother-you-show/tip. None of this is possible without you guys, the fans, so we're so grateful and honored for all the love and the support that you show us. And it's an honor and privilege to have this platform. But with that being said, guys, we'll be back again same time tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another episode of the show. Until then, continue to stay safe, be vigilant, make smart decisions, and peace.